when I listened to this album, to me, it had a heavier sound. Yes, there's the industrial influence that comes in, but it also was just heavier and meaner. Where does
Yeah.
that aggression come from on this album?
Well, to be honest, the aggression came from a lot of the words written by Jeff, and he was going through a hard time then. But that whole album, I can tell you that after the success of The Edges of Twilight, and there was a meeting at EMI or Capital, I think it's EMI at this point, um, in the boardroom with the lovely sound system. And Jeff walks in with three of the demos that we had been sort of kind of working on. And it was all of this wacky percussion, which was great, interspersed with all of the loops and ideas that he had going in. And then he's trying to explain it, and everyone in the room, from the president to the A&R people and everyone, just are looking around going, what is happening here? What's happening? Is this a bad moment in music history? But it was just so very raw, and I mean, no words were on it. But it came to fruition. Obviously, we had worked really hard. We recorded it mostly at Jeff's place in Montreal, this ancient building, which was amazing to record in. Yeah, I don't know what other questions about that. I'm kind of stumped.
It was the success of that album extra sweet when you think back to where the label guys had no idea listening to those
Uh,
demos what was going to
I
go.
I don't know. They were lovely people. I understood where they were coming from because it was pretty disoriented when you come in and there's no words on it, and there's these crazy bits of string parts and so on that really didn't make that much sense. Like there was zero four on the floor drumming on it. I mean, it was like Transmission, I think, in its infancy, is a 3/4 time signature song, and people were just like, "What is happening? Where I can't dance to it. What's happening?"
Well,
And
gyroscope as well switches, I believe, from 4/4 to 6/4. I was going to ask you, is it harder to play songs that have different time signatures, or it's all the same? It's a feel thing.
so with gyroscope, that's interesting because I remember when we were writing that, and Jeff came up with that pattern, and Stuart was really digging it, and I'm like, okay, well, where is beat one? Like it's really hard to kind of deal. And then I said, you know what? Just lay this down and let me put my headphones on. So they laid it down, and I just started playing a 4/4 time signature, which was that much easier compared to trying to find this 6/4 thing. And they were like, "That is amazing," because now you have this gyroscope of music, and that's why it was called gyroscope, because it was just kind of going in and out of scope. Couldn't cope. This is gyroscope. So gyroscope is one of my funnest songs to play. I really liked it when we got to do the 25th anniversary tour of that. That was a great one to play. A lot of fun.
With the samples, the sequencers, the loops on that album, did you have to develop a new skill set for maybe programming and then figuring out how to pull that off live?
Yeah, thank God for Stuart Chatwood, like I said, because he taught me as much as he could. But Stuart is the type of guy to, I mean, he was a techie before the word techie was even in existence. He used to take apart radios when we were kids and just build them back better, sort of vibe. So Stuart has always been the man behind all things technology with the band, and he helped me through all of that. And it's wonderful because if you've got someone like that on the team, it makes things that much easier. If you don't, then you're hiring a crew member who doesn't really know you all that well. And Stuart has always just been so massively involved in that. I mean, he registered our band name, I think, the third week the internet was in existence. Like, it was crazy. So pretty cool.